Coach, just a stone's throw from here, the bikers and joggers, they're lighting the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so, but we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hold up, 180. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check now. Hey, 18. Topper.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, ball. He's coming. Man,
now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4.
I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 3.
Based on travel.
Show it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Alert. 54.
They run with Logan. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's checking. Crash.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and long. It's gone. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out. Out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 17-yard line.
180! Check 41. Ricky. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Alert!
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". It's coming this way.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? 2 for 1.
A shotgun snap for goal. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Tiger. We go.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He's got Mason complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to trap the ball in another.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is gone. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Below Nichols. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got it. Alert. Mike 5-4. Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go again.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. I'm on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180. Mike 58 right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tavecchio puts this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 72 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll run it here with Logan.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
180. Rip right. Check nickel.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Gurley again here on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Watch the curl.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Target. Maverick. Hey, Wood. And come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. 58, boys. 58.
Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes. Takes over.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Army. Red, top. Hey, watch this. Hold the look. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Trubisky. Samson Abukum in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Red, tuck.
Right there. 54.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
18.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 5-4.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 41, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Hey, 18.
41, Mike.
Alert.
Y'all not ready?
41.
Hey, Echo.
41's the Mike.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
What? 180! You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Gurley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use it. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong. It
certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Hey, Charlie.
Red, tuck!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abukum. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Like 20!
Hey, come on,
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on deep.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
47. Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Blue.
Buzz.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike Smith. Exit.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
He goes to the line. 180.
Now Gurley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
You draw corkers.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what is happening.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Alert, alert. 180.
Check. Like 41.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Bravo.
54. Come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
What? 180.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Turbo set.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Rams, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
you.